Shakalaka! It's another Sasha Day Game podcast. I'm in a crappy, fucking dodgy hotel room in Vegas with a very special guest, Mr.
Gold Jacket Luke.
And I don't know, it's not that bad. What do you say? It's like a 3-star. It's the Plaza downtown Vegas. It's okay. The bed is nice and the room is nice. It's actually pretty badass, but it smells like death. If you walk in the casino, it just smells like old people. Your theory was what?
It's depressed old people and cigarettes.
Yeah. It's brutal, and I have a really good nose, so I'm literally plugging my nose as we're fucking walking around. Just like, I can't smell this. This is brutal. But Luke is a fellow YouTuber, and yeah, it's interesting. We're kind of connected in the YouTube world without actually ever had known we were connected, and now I realize we are connected, and now it's almost like we should have met before. But it's a really fascinating story. So before we go further, I'm guessing for the people wondering like, what the fuck is this going to be about? We have no idea, but we're guessing. YouTubing and making crazy videos and spirituality is probably going to be some of the topics, but honestly, it could be fucking anything. So just strap on. It's going to be a good one. That's all I can tell you because this guy's fucking cool.
And you just got back from South America, so we're going to talk about some of your crazy experiences there.
Dude, well, I did a shitload of drugs. So I think I got to talk about that because it's kind of fresh on my mind. Yeah, so I don't even know where to begin. Let's talk a little bit about your whole story because I've just got to know you really, and it's really interesting. Yeah, let's do a quick version of just like how you came across like me and the whole thing that you went off and did, and your fucking little backstory, and because it's actually pretty related to me.
It's all connected once you start.
It is all connected. So yeah, let's fucking get into that.
Yeah. So I started doing picking up girls videos starting about 2.5 years ago, and it's interesting just talking to Sasha. The biggest inspiration I got from doing that was watching the Simple Pickup guys, and I was like, I could take it. I could do what these guys are doing and be really fucking awesome at this. And then talking to Sasha, I learned that Sasha was really the OG of the first guy who was doing those entertaining pickup videos on YouTube, and everyone else has kind of taken that model and kind of just made it more mainstream and made it more entertainment. While you were the first original guy doing that, like you were the first planting that seed for like this whole new.
Yeah.
Now when 10,000 guys picking up girls videos on
when
YouTube.
I put it up, like, the very first video that I did that was actually like, me being me, basically being a fucking dick and just having fun picking up chicks. It was actually Andy from daygame.com. He was like, dude, I got a camera. Like, come on, I'll take it. Let's go out and let's do something. I was like, yeah, cool. Let's go do some shit just to promote his site. And we're doing stuff in the early days. We were kind of promoting each other, helping each other out and stuff. Even though I was already around for a couple years before he went to start the site, but he was super passionate about getting that stuff out there. So we go out. Basically, we're in Covent Garden in London, and I see this really hot girl, and I'm like, damn, this girl's hot. And I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I just wanted to go do something fun or just do what I do. So I just walked over to her, and I was just like, excuse me, I don't want to freak you out. I know this might be a bit forward or something like that, but do you want to get married? And she like giggled, and she was just like, no. And then I dropped to my knees and I was like, no! Really fucking loud. Like, people, it was loud. I did it as loud as I could pretty much. And she was frozen and then she laughed and then I just dicked around with her. I joked around with her and I had a really, she had a boyfriend. Really friendly interaction, gave her a hug and it was all good. And he put that up, and that was the first time I put up anything on the internet, and boom, it went very fast to 10,000 views. And I was like, holy fuck, there's something to this. I'm just being a dick. Like, this is the stuff I do all the time, but people really like it. So that was the first time I thought, oh, wait a minute, this is interesting. And that came out even months before my very first pickup video that came out. And when I put up the really long one that was really popular, so it's just coming up on 1 million views now, where I'm just going up, hitting on all these girls and doing my thing. That really there was nothing really around just around that time that was just me being a dick. Certainly when I put out the one right before that, which was the same thing, it's not the one that went viral, but there's one that put out a few months before that. There was nothing like that on the internet whatsoever. Nothing.
Yep. I don't remember anything.
Nothing. Yeah. There was only like super awkward indirect guys doing some weird creepy shit like trying, hey, what's up? Do you know where the Starbucks is? There was there was a lot of theory, but actual people like
it was like serious like teaching stuff, not
plenty of teaching stuff,
entertainment, just having fun,
but virtually no day game at all, like almost no day game. There was a couple of guys, but it was nothing impressive. Certainly nobody doing direct, and certainly nobody fucking dicking around and having a good time. So, and that's why people went ape shit, because it was like a whole thing of like, you can actually go out there and have fun and be a dick and meet girls, like you can just fuck around. And I'm only, and it took me years to realize how I just thought people really liked it. But after having all these emails and teaching guys for years and realizing it really changed a lot of people's lives. Like a lot of paradigms were destroyed. A lot of the guys that work with me now, they like Ryan, for example, my main instructor, really great guy, funny guy, really smart, amazing guy. But he just didn't know any better, so he was stuck doing mystery method, indirect shit for years. For I told me, like a couple of years he was doing it. He hooked up with like two girls over 2-3 years. It was horrific, and because he was trying to do some system that was unnatural. And then when he did my boot camp, immediately just started hooking up with girls. Literally a few months after my boot camp, he had a black girl on rotation every day. He was fucking a different. He literally had 7 different girls, 6 or 7. It was insane. So that's the kind of shift that happens from people when they tune into that part of themselves that's more real and just like fuck it, just have fun. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So as time goes by, I realize more. And this is what I was talking about with you. That's so fascinating. So why don't you go ahead and tell them about sort of what happened to you, and then it sort of links back through. Like as we're talking about like waves of like what I did and what Simple Pickup did and all this kind of stuff. And it all kind of links to your story. So why don't you take over from your bit?
Yeah. So I'm thinking about where to start. So yeah, I got into the whole pickup thing, and I was out picking up girls on the street, and I met some other pickup guys. It's actually a really cool story. Deeper, it involves a fight and pretending to be a male stripper and all this other stuff. But maybe we'll get into that another time.
Sure.
But yeah, I basically saw some picking up girls videos online, and I was like, I could do a really fucking good job with this. I met some other guys who were interested in doing the same thing. Boom, we started making a YouTube video.
And of course, my ego wants to know how instrumental was my video. Where do I fit into this?
It's, yeah, to be honest, like, back then, I would have said Simple Pickup was the main form of inspiration. But we definitely could, because I think I only saw one of your videos.
Right.
Which is the one that went viral.
Yeah. I
mean, that was, but I saw, like, at the point when we started, Simple Pickup had 30 videos out.
Yeah.
So Simple Pickup was the main inspiration at that time, but that Simple Pickup inspiration came from you. All roads lead back to Sasha Daygame on the entertainment picking up girls videos.
It seems that way, yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So like now there's tons of channels doing picking up girls videos. Like there's probably over 5 billion. No, there might be like 1 billion views worth of like picking up girls videos on YouTube between every single channel, whatever Simple Pickup.
Is it that much?
Like,
seriously?
Andrew Hale's Vitaly is doing picking up girls stuff.
Oh yeah, that counts.
Like so many people are doing picking up girls videos. There might be like 1 billion views worth of like YouTube picking up girls entertaining stuff on YouTube
right.
between everyone.
It's so interesting because when I watch them, because it's not really real. I almost consider it like it doesn't really count. It's just people doing stuff, and some of it is fake, and people dicking around. So I kind of go like, it's not exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting. Wow. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, and I'd say all those. Yeah, you were the first original person who created that ripple effect of having every single person in the world now who has YouTube and a computer has seen a video of someone doing something silly to pick up a girl.
Yep.
And that's completely blown people's minds that you could just go up to a girl and be your fucking self and dick around and have fun and meet girls.
Yep.
Before you didn't meet girls like that. Like only a few people who kind of did that naturally, but that wasn't like a mainstream thought in people's minds.
Right.
Like when I first was watching you and Simple Pickup, I was like, you could do that? Like it was completely out of my reality that you could just walk up to a girl and be like, hey, what's up, and meet a girl like that.
Yeah.
I just didn't know you could do that. It's kind of weird.
And this is the dichotomy that's so fascinating. But I kind of want you to finish your bit first, and then we'll get into this. So So give him your juice. Give him what happened to you.
Okay, so
because I think your story is fucking really interesting.
Okay, so it's funny. The first video that we launched was actually me proposing to random girls. Me and these two buddies, I went and proposed to random girls. We uploaded on YouTube. It ended up getting like 10, 20,000 views within the first couple days. It blew up, took off, and we were like, wow, we really have something here. Like I dropped out of college, and we decided just to really focus on this. Within 6 months, we had 200,000 subscribers. We knew we would have one of the biggest YouTube channels in the world. We were like, here I am. I was 20 years old. I'm walking around picking up girls, doing silly stuff, and this is like fucking blowing up. This is incredible. Like, this is fucking awesome, you know? So we did lots of picking up girls videos, very similar to stuff Sasha was doing, Simple Pickup. And after about 6 months, I kind of realized I was turning into a dick. I realized I was kind of starting to do it just for the money, just for the subscribers, just for the fame. and I was realizing that I was actually changing. It wasn't really. I was kind of doing it just to like show people that I was the cool guy to impress girls, and I started to lose my actual passion for it. And I also started to have some business disagreements with one of my partners on that channel. I don't like to talk shit about anyone, but I was just like, this is not how I want to continue doing this. It seems like we're changing our model from just having fun dicking around to doing what it takes to get money, doing what it takes to get subscribers. And I was seeing lots of other top YouTubers who are kind of, it's almost like once people, I kind of understand how fame and getting subscribers and getting money transforms people, because I was actually feeling that darkness. And after a couple months, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm getting famous, I'm making money, I'm 20 years old, and I can do whatever the fuck I want with my life. Like everything that I had dreamed of when I was like 19, when I first started having these thoughts in my head, came true like 10 times quicker than I thought and 10 times more intensely than I thought. All the money, all the subscribers, I was like, all my dreams came true. But then suddenly I realized I didn't really enjoy working with with someone I was working with. I didn't feel like I was following my heart anymore. And I realized that all that stuff really wasn't important. And that I didn't feel, I started to not feel real, like doing the pranks and social experiments. I lost my passion for it. So after about 6 months, I decided to actually go to the team and be like, hey guys, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. I want to leave the channel. It's just I'm not following my passion. I don't feel good about what I'm doing. I feel like some of our pranks we're like kind of using people for our own success rather than just doing pranks that are just for fun, that everyone loves, just spreading happiness and smiles and good times and good laughs, making girls feel hot, making girls feel attractive. But instead we were kind of turning into dicks. I realized just with some friends I was turning into dicks. I thought it was this cool shit who could pick up girls and make money, and dropped out of college, living my dreams. And it's really weird looking back, because I definitely had some like a little devil on my shoulder saying, yo, just stay with it, you'll get tons of subscribers, like you'll get tons of money. I definitely had this devil on my shoulder, so I could see why lots of people in business turn into dicks, because I had that little feeling for a bit. But then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I decided to leave the channel and make my vlog videos, which I do now, which I'm 100% passionate about. I'd rather,
right.
There's not anything else in the world I'd rather be doing than like be sharing my insights.
And dude, what we're talking about here is, I think it's something that all people are going to have to face at some point in their lives, right? Do I do what I can make money with to some degree that you're not crazy about, or are you going to take the higher road and do what's right, what your fucking soul wants to do? Yeah, that's fucking awesome, and then maybe it's going to be harder for you to make a living. And certainly in your position, that's fucking. I really respect that. That's a tough choice. That's tough walking away from that, man. But it's funny because I was just in LA. I was telling you this earlier. 4 months ago I was in LA, and I was just thinking, okay, it might be fun to do some stuff with other YouTubers or whatever. And I was looking through the channels, and then I found this channel, your old channel or whatever, and I thought that was really great. And they did some stuff that was similar to me and some Pickaby stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I should link up with these guys, potentially. And then here we are, randomly met through Steve Alina, which we'll talk about in a second. But anyway, randomly a few months later. But it's really weird because, as you're saying as well, for me, like when I see these other channels just doing crazy shit, yeah, like I did it because it was, it's my personality. Like I like having fun and fucking with people, and everybody who follows me knows that, I do a lot of social freedom stuff for my clients to get people to break out of their shell and have fun, and then they can go talk to girls, and that's wonderful. But yeah, I really love that stuff. But do I want to go whore myself and do lots of crazy shit to go fucking viral? And it's fascinating because like the stuff that I do. I don't exactly do pranks. I do Sasha basically, and I have some other stuff I do with my friend Marcus that's really, really, really hilarious, crazy shit. I'm not even gonna go deeply into it, but we do some fucking awesome stuff that would go fucking insane if we really decided to put our time into it. But it's like, for me, it's like, who am I? Am I, and I did stand-up comedy. Remember, for like my whole life I did stand-up comedy. So am I the comedian still? Do I really want to just entertain and be funny and get the fame and whatever, or popularity, or am I something more? Am I really trying to help people? What's more important to me? Changing the world, waking people up, making people good people. Just doing what I do. Whatever you want to call it, self-help, spirituality, fucking waking the people up out of the matrix. I mean, I love that. I'm so passionate about that. But at the same time, that part of me who's the entertainer, who loves attention, loves being on camera, on stage, fucking doing crazy shit. That's me too. And it's just like, which one do I focus on? Do I go and do the crazy shit to get more fame so I could wake up more people doing that? Or can I do both at the same time? Can I be entertaining and wake the people the fuck up? I like to think that I can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's really fascinating how, the dichotomy of just like, you being a YouTuber and subscribers versus, all this kind of stuff. It's really, really fascinating.
And since we're... Like I could really tell when looking at other YouTubers where they're coming from, like, instantly just by watching 2 minutes of any of their videos, because I experienced, like, actually being a dick and doing it for selfish reasons and ego, fame, success, and then leaving all that to actually doing what my heart feels like doing, which is helping people, sharing my ideas about life, making videos to get 3,000 views instead of right now I could have 3 million subscribers, making videos that get 100,000 views, walk around, probably have people walk up to me every single day. But I walked away from all that just to make videos of stuff I love talking about that maybe just get 3,000 views, that maybe just influence a couple hundred people in amazing ways. But that just feels so much better. But now, because I've gone through that up and down of experiencing kind of both polarities of kind of the ego side and also being myself, I could look at all the other YouTube channels and be like, I know exactly where they're coming from in making this.
Right.
And the funny thing is, like, all the biggest channels, I could tell they basically all just lost their souls. I'll be blunt about it. It's already been proven that, like, it's kind of fun to talk shit about people. I like doing it, but it's like lots of the top YouTubers, it's already been proven that they're picking up girls' videos. They used actresses.
Yeah.
It's been like, you could tell that they don't really enjoy doing it. They're just doing it for the views.
Right.
Like, instead of thinking what would I enjoy making, they're thinking this idea would get lots of views, so I'm going to do this.
Right.
So they're completely selling out and doing what it takes to get money and subscribers. And the funny thing is, the more you do that, the more you get addicted to it because it works.
Of course.
You get what you want in life. That's a rule of life. What you go after, it comes to you. So if you're doing things to get money and views,
but then it's a real trade-off. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. I guess that makes me even more original that I've never used any actresses or faked any videos. I guess that makes me another first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's finding that middle ground. So for me, talk about what I want to talk about. It's awesome. And again, I find it's fascinating because I've been doing this experiment. I'll make podcasts and I'll talk about fucking whatever the fuck. Hell, I've had health stuff, I've had entrepreneurial stuff, and people fucking, they really want to hear it because I'm an entertaining character and I'm passionate and I got stuff to say.
Yeah.
But then there's the element of marketing, whereas I could then have a catchy title for it and put in the right links and do whatever I can so that people find it. But the content itself is coming from the heart. It's really important to me and I love what I'm doing. But yes, I can see how it's a bit fakey if you're just making a video that just is going to get a fucking shit ton of clips. And I can't say that that's not tempting for me. Like, I'm sitting here going, fuck, I got some ideas of shit I could do that would just get 100 million fucking people. But then if I get that and then I'm actually teaching them authenticity and hey, be fucking real and whatever, is it really so bad if then my core message is really, really fucking good and I did some crazy shit to get views? Is that really wrong? I don't think that's wrong in my case because I know that if people listen to me, I'm gonna help them. I'm gonna tell them good things and tell them to be good and be spiritual and heal your body and fucking and eat well and get out of the fucking matrix and stop taking this poisoning that's coming into our minds and our bodies, which is what I'm all about. So. But if you're just doing it to whore and get fucking money, and then you're just I want to buy a Lamborghini, then that's kind of dicky.
There's no fulfillment in that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe for some people that is fulfillment. Just having shit tons of money, hoes, and whatever the fuck you're gonna buy.
Power.
Power, man.
Yeah, I actually.
But see, here's the thing, though. I think power is helping people.
Yeah,
that's power. And this is something. So I want to say to people, we're here. We actually met through Steve Pavlina because Steve invited me to come and hang out at his workshop, and so I brought my wife and I met Luke there, and Luke knows Steve as well. And one of the things Steve was talking about was the fact that he's doing very well, but he doesn't necessarily want to go and start making 10 times more money. He probably could go and make 10 times more money and start making millions or whatever, but it involves a lot of work. And he has so much, he's really enjoying his life as it is. He doesn't need lots more money. But also, he brought up the point that money is not the only currency. All money means is that society owes you something. Like, you've put in X amount of work, so now you should be able to get X amount of stuff from society. That's basically what it means, right? That's like a trading system. But he pointed out that real wealth and another type of wealth is what you put out into the world and the gratitude and that's coming to you. So think about first, and for me, I know this is the case. I have way more wealth in karma that I've put out in the world than I have sitting in my bank account. I'm not fucking rich, but dude, if shit went wrong tomorrow, my YouTube channel got closed, my business got shut down, I got absolutely nothing, I would never starve. I would never fucking starve. I could just tell people, yo, I got nothing. People would be like, yeah, come stay at my house. All my clients, all the guys I've gotten laid, all the guys that I've helped out in their lives, even people who've just listened to my podcasts and videos who I've helped out, if they found out Sasha Day Game is fucking broke and has nothing, they would just be like, yo, dude, we've got a fucking room here. We're going to feed you. Come over, hang out. They just want me around. They just, I don't have to, that's my karma. So I'm not really worried. I don't have to make millions of dollars. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
Sure, it'll be fun, but I'll be fine in this lifetime. So that's the power here, and that's what I'm trying to put across in all of my stuff. It's what you put into the world, man. It's what you put into the world. It doesn't mean you have to have a business that helps millions of people. It doesn't mean that. But even just the way you behave, the way you are with your friends, your family, how you treat people, that makes a huge difference. It's changing your energy, literally the energy field you put out, not just on a physical level, not just on the simple like, oh, well, if you treat people well, they're going to want to treat you well. No, the energy frequency you're operating at changes when you come from a place of love and gratitude and you help people around you. And it changes the universe, and man, that comes back to you. It always comes back to you. There's no escape. That's what I've learned in my ripe old age of 36. There's no fucking escape, man. What you put out is what comes back. That's just how it works. And so, yeah, and I've gone pretty far. And again, there's a part of my ego who's like, well, I know simple pickup. I know I was the first one doing fun pickup stuff. I know that. So, and I even emailed them right when they started. People were like, oh, you got to check out these simple pickup guys. And I emailed them going, hey, what's up? Maybe we should collab or whatever. And they're just like, oh, yeah, we know who you are, man. We've seen your stuff. So does that necessarily mean they're copying me? No, but probably they got the inspiration from me, like I did it first.
Yeah.
And so part of me is just like, what the fuck? I could have done all that stuff too, and I could have just focused on that, and I could have been huge. But would I have actually helped as many people? Because that's entertainment. It's really, really fun. I'm doing videos that I'm really helping guys to connect with their shit, get over their BS, be real, hook up with girls, and actually become real fucking men. I mean, that's really what I've become. I'm doing real work here. So where's my karma going to be better? You know what I'm saying? Where am I really getting more wealth? Doing what I've been doing, which is just trying to help people, achieve their potential, or making some serious videos that are fucking hilarious and making people laugh for a few minutes and whatever. This is the road I've taken. I've taken the road where I'm doing the best in the world, and that feels good. I wake up in the morning, I go, I'm doing fun, good work. But that's the thing. There's always going to be that little voice like, yeah, but you could be doing this and you could be way more famous. But then it's like, whatever, maybe that'll come. But it's just like, I feel good every morning. That's the thing. I fucking feel good every time I get an email from some guy going, dude, man, I fucking watch your video, and I fucking, it's great.
Yep. And like what we were talking about earlier, it's the people focusing on just making mainstream videos and videos that get lots of views, mainstream pickup videos. That gets people into pickup, that gets people into this type of mindset. And those people making those videos are in their boardrooms and in their masterminds thinking, all right, what would make a viral video? What would get lots of views here? What would make us lots of money? Well, what you've been doing is you've been being with people, being like, all right, how can I help you the most I can? Instead of thinking about money or views, what would go viral, you're sitting with someone, you're hearing their whole life story, and you're like, all right, let's go talk to girls. And you're going really deep. While they're kind of going more superficial, mainstream, you're going very deep and working with people as deep as you can. So you're exploring a whole, they're just like the very top of the iceberg, and now you're at the very bottom of the iceberg. And the way it works is you're the diamond in the rough. People find the more mainstream, superficial stuff first, and then as they get, if they resonate with that stuff, if they're vibing with it, they'll eventually find other people who do it, and they'll eventually, like all roads lead back to social day game. And if they want to improve at approaching girls during the middle of the day, being their best self, being honest, and actually connecting with girls from love, from a good place, they'll eventually, the people who are really serious about that are going to find you because you're the best in the world at that. There's no one better in the world at that than you. And so you won't be getting people hitting you up who don't want the deepest stuff.
Right. So
in a way, it's almost like a filtering process, because you haven't done all the crazy mainstream stuff. You don't quite have the fame, but you have like the coolest fans,
Dude, my fans are fucking epic. I gotta say that. The people who find me, who really appreciate what I do and they get it, and the ones I've helped, they're fucking insane. And everybody who works with me on my team, I never really ask people. They always come to me and they're like, hey man, I want to help out, I'll do anything, you changed my life so much, I'll fucking quit my job, I don't give a shit. Yeah. And it's almost like I gotta turn people away because I can't take the responsibility of people quitting their fucking job. But like Ryan, for example, He's just he wouldn't take no for an answer. He's just like, no, dude, you don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm coming to work with you. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach this stuff. I don't give a shit. Same thing with my video editor. He literally just fucking quit his job. He left his country and was like, no, I'm just going to go film your shit and edit your stuff, and that's it. And so when you have that kind of an impact, you really get dedicated people, and my friends and shit. Like, it's really awesome. I have a really fucking awesome life. So I really can't complain. I almost feel like a dick for ever being like, yeah, I should have more fucking followers. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's like the people, they really get me, and it's like I'm just doing what I do.
Yeah. It feels good to express those thoughts, but deep down, you fucking did everything right so far.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just a superficial. It just feels good to express them sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deep down,
dude, I'm a fuck. Listen, I know I'm not from planet Earth originally, but I'm on planet Earth right now. I'm a human being, so we're playing. I'm playing the same video game as everybody else, and have that stuff. But it feels good to know this. And this is something you brought up, and it made me feel better. My buddy Johnny Saporno, I just did a webinar for the Direct Dating Academy with him for our members, and something he said really resonated. He said I don't mind, and Steve Pavlina said the same thing. He said I don't mind if people take my message. Saporno said, and go and take my ideas and share them with other people and whatever and whatever. It doesn't matter. Steve Pavlina said the same thing. You could he made all his articles totally freely. He's like, you can copy him, you can put him in another language. I don't give a fuck. And it's because you're spreading something out there that's helping people and it's good. So that's a very mature way of looking at it. And actually, I thought about it, and I'm just like, if I did I put that message of like, you can be fun and do crazy shit and meet girls. Okay, so people copied that and they went and became way bigger than me and they're making more money and whatever. But dude, that fundamental message of like, you can just have fun and be yourself and it doesn't fucking matter what people think and you have a good time. That's a powerful, important message, and that was my intention when I made that video. That was my intention. So the fact that people took that message and went, fuck it, we're going to do this as well and spread that, I've had a way bigger effect than I even realized. Because I look at my channel and go, okay, well, I have whatever at this point, 5.5 million views, whatever, 45,000 subscribers, that's good, right? But it's not like, mega earth-changing. But if you look at all the other channels that are showing my message, we're talking over 1 billion views now, right? So it's a massive, massive message that's gone out. I may not get credit for it, but fuck it, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that makes me fucking sleep at night. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also coming to the realization of who you actually are. We're all God. Everything is love. This is.
So
all
we want to go into this now. All right, let's go into
so
this now.
It's almost like it's not even you who did the
that's
billion
true.
views. You were the vehicle for that, but the inspiration flowed through you, and then you just want.
Absolutely. Before we get into it, let's have a little look. Let's have a little. Let's smoothly go into this new transition because people are like, what? Because everybody's on a different level. So let's move into this here. So
I think this is going to be the coolest part of the podcast right here.
I think so too. That was fascinating. So anyway, if there's a moral to that part of the podcast, just do what you do. Fuck everybody else, and the good stuff's going to come to you. Okay.
And focus on how can you help people. Don't focus on the money. Don't focus on the fame. Focus on there's a balance. 50% of it is doing what you enjoy, and 50% of it is doing what can help people, and going as deep as you can with both of those.
Yeah.
And not losing your integrity, not doing anything else, not doing things for other people, but doing it for yourself. How can I enjoy myself? How can I help people? That's it. It's that simple.
Yep. It's pretty badass. Okay, so before we get into our fucking deep ass shit, I suppose, should we tell them at least about what happened on the weekend? I feel we should dive into that.
Yeah.
So we met at Steve Pavlina's workshop here in Vegas. And it was very interesting because it was very there was no structure whatsoever. It was literally everybody shows up at the beginning. It's like, okay, why are you people here? Everybody talks for a little bit, which is great because you get to know people and stuff. And then he just makes it up as he goes along. And so much of it was like games where people play. At one point, we were like drawing together, and everyone did like a little play together. So basically, he's just working on your problem. So some of the time he's talking about his personal story. Some of the times he's giving you some tools and explaining some things that you might not know, giving you maybe a couple of reframes. And sometimes you're just doing these fun interactive things where you're just connecting with other people and tapping into the love and the positivity. And I thought it was fucking great. I thought it was a really, really great weekend. My wife fucking loved it, and she's kind of an introvert, so for her to actually be like, yeah, the people were great, and everyone was cool, and it was so much fun, that really says a lot. Says a lot. What do you think?
Yeah, I can rarely, when I meet a whole bunch of new people, I can rarely say that at an event or a party or just any social environment, I can rarely say that at this event, I got good vibes from every single person. But at this event, literally every single person I talked to, I could literally tell that they cared about me, that they had like a good heart, and that they were just friendly people who wanted to have fun and love life and weren't being a dick, you know?
Yep.
It was like,
yep.
It was just good people all around. It was like I could share my deepest stories with these people and not feel judged. These are just awesome people who I want to be around. Every single one of them I'd be friends with.
Yeah.
That's a rare thing to feel.
It's so rare. I just could not fucking believe it. Everybody was really sweet and nice. You know, nobody was perfect. They all had some people, you know, everybody has issues and shit they're
Lots
dealing
of weirdos.
with. Well, yeah, there's quite a few
That's
weirdos.
where we fit in, yeah.
Yeah, but they were wonderful weirdos. That's how I would describe them. And that's why, man, and this is another thing that people just think, oh, I'm weird or I'm different. Dude, that's great that you're fucking weird or different. You know, as long as, again, you're just being you and you're not hiding it and you're just like, yep, fuck, I'm fucking weird. This is what I'm like. That's beautiful.
It's the best gift you could give to people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just being your weird ass fucking self. And yeah, it was a wonderful experience. Yeah, it was really badass, and it really kind of motivated me to do similar stuff, because usually, you know, on my courses I'm very structured. You know, just have my thing that I do, and I work with people one-on-one, and I take them out and I listen to their conversations and I work on their game. But yeah, there's, you know, we really do structure, like, things have to happen. Yeah. And then sometimes when I do a talk, I just, you know, I'll do a talk about whatever, say day game or whatever other topic. But now I'm just like, fuck that, dude. I want to do some talks where I'm just like, okay, guys, it's a whole day or two with Sasha. We're going to do all kinds of shit. I'm going to talk about various topics, you know, because I want to talk about so much stuff. Spirituality, waking up out of the matrix, getting your fucking dream life, entrepreneurship, how to have a mobile lifestyle, and fucking girls, and seduction, and what it means to be a fucking man, and health. And all kinds of other crazier fucking shit. Anything, whatever, dude. I'm into life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Life is awesome. There's so much going on. And so much more than people are tapping into. There's so much fucking crazy shit going on. People have no clue. It's just no clue. And this is why I got to do more podcasts, because it's just the easiest way for me to get information out and have a great time and research stuff without really putting in, you know, much work. It's easy. Just fucking press the button and let's rock and roll. So on that note, I decided I'm in the States now, pretty much till the beginning of August. I'm going to do 1 or 2 events in the States where it's literally just going to be a day or 2 with me, and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to. And people can just show up, and there's no rules. There's no rules, there's no topics, pretty much everything I just said, and we're going to do exercises and other stuff and fuck with it. And literally, we'll be doing Reiki and energy stuff and feeling fields and talking about stuff and doing fucking business ideas for people and talking about how cancer is a big fucking scam and literally anything. There's no rules. You want to fucking talk about some crazy ass shit, we can talk about it. And with the beauty of having that group, as I learned from Steve, other people in the group are helping other people, because you've got 30 people in a room, all with their own life experience and lessons and wisdom. Everyone's got some wisdom. Everyone's got some stuff they figured out. So you've got not just me in the room, it's 30 whatever other people also helping you out and giving their perspective. And the power of that, leveraging that group dynamic, is fucking epic. Yep. And it's really changed the way I want to do stuff. So I just want to thank Steve. I don't know if he's going to listen to this, but yeah, I just want to thank Steve officially for just doing this event and inviting me along. It's fucking beautiful. I'm so happy that I went. And yeah, so yeah, for anybody out there who sounds like they want to fucking do that, I'm going to whack that up on my website very shortly, and probably by the time this goes up, it'll already be on there. So check my website. Obviously, it's sashapwa.com. Just click on that. There'll be a button there for live training or events or whatever, and check it out. It'll be there under seminars, I suppose. And yeah, I'm super excited to do that. It's really fucking exciting. I'm really excited to just do my thing. And it's, like I did a talk, it was my 7 Secrets of Seduction talk, which is supposed to be, like 7 things, like, be authentic and fucking, whatever. And it was a great talk. I did it in Australia. And dude, I went on such crazy fucking tangents on spiritual stuff and God, all this stuff. It was some of the best shit that ever came out of my mouth. The best stuff had nothing to do with women. Absolutely nothing to do with it. So why the fuck would I limit myself? And this is, again, something I've been going with. It's like, okay, well, I have a business and, I need to eat. And so I've got this channel, but I want to talk about this other crazy shit. No, I got to keep the channel pure. And now I'm just like, fuck it. So maybe really the podcast is the place to just go fucking insane and then keep the, keep the YouTube for the seduction niche, which I'm in. And also what I was telling you was I want to start a second channel for whatever random fucking videos that I really want to do, and I really want to do that too. So if you fuckers have any input on that, please feel free to encourage me, because obviously people encourage me like, yeah, do your second channel, put more crazy shit up. I will. I probably will. Yeah. It's nice to have supporters. What do you think?
It's almost what you're doing now is almost like getting out of your own way. Like,
Exactly.
Just let the inspiration flow however it weighs, and just not giving any resistance to it from your previous identity.
Exactly.
Of who you thought you were before.
Exactly.
Before you were Sasha, the guy who only talked about fucking girls,
Yeah.
seduce girls. And now you're Sasha, and now you're not even Sasha, you're just whatever's flowing out of you. That's not even you, it's like just there.
It is just there.
And,
yeah. It's
and being able to like escape the identity of who you think
Well,
you are
exactly.
and who other people think you are, and letting that flow of like love that could come out of you, like just be able to blast out the highest like
Yeah.
potential that it can.
yeah. Exactly.
And
it's really exciting.
That's when the gold will happen.
And I think we all do that. We all get in our fucking way, right? Like,
Yep.
oh, well, I should be doing this. I should be. Fuck off. Just
Yeah.
do what you do. Your fucking heart. That's basically the divine fucking creator, right? Whatever you want to call it. And this is, we're going to be getting into God stuff shortly. But like, what? And this is, I guess, a definition we should make. I'm going to be using the word God. I think you're going to be using the word God too.
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't matter whether you call it like universal energy, which is what Steve Pavlina calls it. And I think he does it on purpose because it's smart. Because you don't want to, because God is a really fucking, it's a shift. It's a dangerous topic, right? Because people there's so much fucked up shit. Religion is fucked.
Yeah.
How many people are suffering right now and getting murdered because of religion? It's a really fucking. If you talk, as soon as you say God, religion, great. No, I'm the most anti-religious person you'll ever meet. I fucking hate it, all of them.
Yeah.
I will say publicly, I hate all religion because it controls people, tells people what to do.
Yeah.
However, when I say spirituality or great spirit or divine universal energy or God, I just mean all of it, everything.
Yeah.
Like everything that makes the flowers and the trees and us live, it's a fucking force. You see what I'm saying? It's out there. We've all felt it at some point. Something greater than us, right? Something that the unexplained energy. And God's just a really simple way of just going, the ultimate force that brings life. That's all it is to me.
Yeah.
It's just everything.
In lots of Steve Pavlina's articles, he just says the simulator or like reality. He likes using word like matrix language.
Okay.
He's actually talking about God, or it's all the same thing. Yeah, you could say it's all one energy.
Yeah.
I like sometimes just saying it's like the Force in Star Wars. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that shit's real. Like,
dude,
that's not just in Star Wars. It's
really,
right here, right now.
It's really fucking real.
Yeah.
And I've talked about some wacky ass shit before. I know, one of my friends that I know, he knows people that are over 1,000 years old. He's seen people teleport. He's a monk. This shit is real. I know there's shit going. This shit is going on for real. So
have you read the book, the autobiography of a yogi? By
I read about a third. I have to admit, I got it for free somehow on my Kindle, and then of course I lost my Kindle like a dick, and I never got it again. So I'm about a 1/3 way through. And I remember at the beginning, like he's on a train, he's escaping from his parents and all this crazy shit, and he gets caught, and he's like, I want to be a yogi, and he's running. It's really fucking interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm a douche for not finishing it, but
definitely finish it. Like, Jesus actually visits him.
Okay.
Like he has a guru, and his guru dies, and his guru after he dies comes and visits him 3 weeks later in this astral form, and tells him about the whole astral universe where spirits are flying around and all this crazy shit. I'm not gonna spoil the book, but that's just a little teaser of lots of crazy shit's going on around, and
there is so much going on, and you're not supposed to know any of it. Okay, you're supposed to do your job, pay your tax, send your kids to school, have them go 100K in fucking debt to get their degrees, and then fucking go on unemployment. But meanwhile, max out your credit cards, pay the interest on those. Come on, blah blah blah.
If you
That's
make
what
money,
you're
go
supposed
to
do.
Vegas and spend it in casinos,
Spend
send
it
it
in
back
casinos.
to people.
Yeah, I mean, this is the system
Watch
of
Fox
control
News.
is so fucking retarded.
Yeah.
It's so obvious, and anyone who listens to me is aware of the fucking absolute bullshit fucking roller coaster, just lies coaster. It's a joke. It's literally a joke. Watching the news, it's a fucking joke.
It's kind of fun, yeah.
It's funny in how absurd it is.
If you're suffering from it though, it's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's painful. Yeah.
Really painful. And the quickest way to stop suffering, recognize it's all a dream. Stop watching the news. Start eating healthy food. And then connect with your heart and figure out what do you want to actually do with your life that'll make you happy.
Realize all your problems are actually internal, and
to
take full responsibility for everyone, for everything in your life, not blame anyone else besides yourself.
Yep.
And the way I see it, I got this from Alan Watts, is whatever's happening to me, because I think a good segue would be to start talking about your drugstores in South Central America.
Well, finish what you're going to say about Alan Watts, and then I'll get into it.
And I've had this perspective for 3-4 years now, and it's just it works. Is whatever is happening to me is my doing, because I'm not even me. I'm also everything. So I'm not just my actions, but I'm also what's happening to me. So everything that happens to me is actually my doing. So if the worst possible thing in the world happens to me, it's like I wanted that to happen. Everything is actually my doing, or because my me doesn't exist. It's all God. It's all love. It's all a dream. It's all whatever you want to say. But so every single thing that happens to me, the worst possible thing is some lessons are going to come out of this. In 10 years, I'm going to look back and be like, I absolutely loved the pain and hardship that I went through. Like every single thing. There's no thing happening that's at the very like infinite perspective. When you zoom all the way out, it's like what life is from every single perspective is the most beautiful thing imaginable. But when you zoom in and you're living it fucking sucks at times. It's the most torturous, painful.
Yeah.
You just want to kill yourself type
Dude,
of
there's
times.
so many examples.
When you zoom out all the way, you just see its infinite beauty and
totally. And sometimes you'll realize in this lifetime why what happened, and sometimes you won't even tell another one or another. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be you have to zoom out so much where you won't even know when you're dying why shit happened, but then for your soul in another point you will. Good example of the former. When I inherited like $1 million when I was 18. And had a shitty time. People borrowed money and just fucked me over, and I was a pretty retarded kid. But looking back, greatest lesson ever happened to me. Like exactly what should have happened. I was cocky. I was arrogant. I thought I was better than people because I had money. I was a fucking dick. I needed a wake up call, and boy, did the universe give me a wake up call. It smacked the shit out of me, and now I'm pretty successful. My business is growing, and it might grow pretty big. I think. Actually, not I think it will, because that's what's happening. That's what I'm doing. And so, and now I'm much better with money. I don't waste it. I don't show it off. I'm not a fucking dick. And, even if I become a multimillionaire, I don't think people are going to know. People will just ask how I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, things are going pretty good. I'm pretty happy. Things are growing. It's all good. But I'm never going to be like, yeah, guys, let's go fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's just not me.
Yeah.
So that lesson was fucking crucial for me. Absolutely. I had a buddy who, a really good friend of mine, a great guy, but it's hard to describe. He was very arrogant. He would just talk all the time. He wouldn't listen to what people were saying, and he was just so hyper and running around all the fucking time. I'm just like, dude, you got to slow down. You got to chill out. You just got to breathe something. He wouldn't listen, and sure enough, I was friends with him for a while, and I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years into the friendship, he was driving a little bit. He was doing a little bit crazy on a motorcycle. He got into an accident, and it fucked him up. It fucked him up pretty bad. It's fucked up his thinking speed, physical pain, all kinds of shit. So didn't kill him, and he's recovering from it now, and he's going to be fine. But dude, that was a fucking brutal wake up call, and it wasn't a fluke. It didn't just happen by mistake. It happened because he needed a fucking wake up call. And it's brutal, but that shit happens.
Yeah.
So the universal energy is no joke. Don't fuck with it.
It's real.
It's real, dude. It's real, and it's what I said before. Whatever you put out, it's coming. It's coming for you. And so if you've been living your whole life being fucking awesome, helping people and whatever, and you're thinking, life is hard, it's coming for you.
Yeah.
And if you've been treating people like shit and being a fucking dick and taking people around, it's coming for you too. Nobody escapes. There is no escape. There's no escape.